Hey guys, it's Tammy, Little Jordan Farm. I am making me some kraut today. I don't like canning kraut because I don't like the texture that it gives it. So I just make mine by half a gallon, which this here works perfect. This here holds one head very comfortably, like I like it. So this is what I put it in. And here I have one chopped up head of cabbage. I have sprinkled 1.5 tablespoons of pink Himalayan salt, which it could be any kind of salt as long as it ain't iodized salt, onto this, and mixed it in, and I'm letting it set for about 15 minutes. And while I'm waiting on that, I have got me about a cup of water in here that I got pretty warm so that I could dissolve another tablespoon of my salt into this, because this is going to be my brine. And as that melts down, I'm going to fill this up to 4 cups, and this is going to be my brine for my cabbage. There's all kinds of different ways different people do cabbage. You know, you just have to go with what works for you and what you like and all that kind of good stuff. But this here, for you folks that want to get some good probiotics back in your system good, in your family system good, but you don't feel like you got much time to get it all done, this is a good quick one that ain't as, to me anyway, to me it ain't as tedious. But like I said, I chopped up 1 head of cabbage. That's all it's in here. 1.5 tablespoons of Himalayan sea salt is in here, letting it sit for about 15-20 minutes to get the juices flowing out of this cabbage, and it will cause it to reduce as well. Then I'm going to stuff it into my jar, and as I get it about half full, I'm going to go ahead and stick some of my brine in there, and as it continues to fill up, and I'll get to that point in just a moment. Trying to hustle here for you guys. Get it out. Alright. Boy, I had a good breakfast this morning. I made that pan of biscuits yesterday, and so this morning, my mom always ate onion biscuits. And so this morning I got me a biscuit. I cut it in half, put it in my little skillet with some bacon grease in it, and fried it, cut it in half and fried it on the insides. And then put me a slice of onion, just raw onion on it with some salt. That's good stuff. Probably shouldn't have ate it, but it is still good stuff. Alright, got that in there. Now I'm going to patch it down a little bit more. And as I do, I'll pour a little more brine in it. And I'm going to get this brine just as full as I can get this brine. This part here keeps me from having to weigh it down with something, with my brine. Because a lot of times people will weigh their brine down, or weigh their cabbage down with some type of weight. But I get this so full that I don't have to do that. And you say, well, that's going to drip out after it starts fermenting, blah, 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 blah. Well, there's a trick to that too. And let me go get it right quick. And actually, I'm going to use this one. What I do is I put it in something like this, something that's a tray to where it's got something on it. And put my lid on it good. I don't over tighten it, just normal tight, just normal. And then I'll set this in a dark, cool place. And since it is glass, see-through glass, I will put a towel over it. And make sure it don't see no light. And I will leave mine, usually about a week is what I like mine. And, you know, that varies from different people. And then after that week, I'll put this whole thing in my refrigerator. And I just dip out of it as I want it. And it also will kind of ferment, do its thing a little longer, a little more after you even put it in the refrigerator. So you don't want to overdo it too. But you like it at different levels. Some people do it less than a week. Some people do it 2 weeks. Some people do it 4 or 5 weeks. But I like mine about a week. So that's how I do mine. and it's super quick for me, and I like the way it turns out. So my cabbage, for anybody that would like to try that, that's easy way to me. Okay guys, I'm about ready to put this in my jar. I'll show you something else here. I'm squeezing this. Make sure you got good clean hands, of course. And I'm squeezing this to get some of those juices flowing. See them juices coming out of there? And a good suggestion with this too is let your head of cabbage be room temperature for several reasons. It'll help the juices get to flowing better, quicker, and also it will be easier to get in there and do this too because it's cold if it's been in the fridge. But then all I'll do is I'll fill up my jar. And I put this on there just because I don't want to get the top all messed up. I'm going to do that about half full. Gotta hurry up here a little. Alright, now I'm going to punch this down. Let's see what I'm doing here. Punch this down. Which also helps keep some juice, get some juices flowing. Now I'm going to pour part of my brine in there. Now I'm going to do this in probably 3 layers. I'll do that again until I get it full. And I'll be right back as I get this. As I forgot to say, with that as well, about every 2 days I'll go in there and I'll lightly twist that lid off just to let the gases released. Sometimes I don't do it every 2 days. Sometimes it's 3 or 4 days. But that's why I like having that pan underneath it. So if I do forget and it releases, it builds up pressure and releases some, then it's in that little pan underneath it so it won't get on anything. So that's my my cabbage.